Hi folks, hope you're doing well today. So I'm very fond of the channel Dating Beyond Borders, and I'd highly recommend it for the most part. It's got some super entertaining content, and I hope the team behind the channel continues to crank out content until they drop dead, and that they continue to enjoy further success for their efforts. However, if I have any criticism of its content, even though it's deliberately missing the point, it's with the "you know you're dating an ex-woman or ex-man when" playlist and video series that it begins to promote some world-class pseudoscience. Here are some examples.
It's the keys to my white BMW. Maybe I can take you for a ride sometime.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a white BMW. What the hell you were thinking?
I have so many nice cars. I forget.
White BMW. They got that from Family Guy, didn't they?
You ready to go for an S-spin?
Yeah, but how about we just take a walk and like air it out a little? Get some air. Okay. So you're not jealous?
No.
Really? Because that guy just looked at me.
These clips are produced for entertainment value, and these stereotypes aren't meant to be taken too seriously. I'm aware of that, but there are people who don't know any better, and this is where I begin my talk. First and foremost, if you're going into the dating world and trying to seduce maidens with presumptions about their cultural behavior, their personality traits, and what to expect from them, your approach is wrong, and wrong. I say this as someone who's worked in sales in the real world and who has to contact complete strangers, leads from both sexes and from multiple races 5 times a week, and ideally 120 of them on average. You need to drop this mindset about ethnic women ASAP if you want to go anywhere in the real world, be it in dating, in business, or in casual social interactions. By all means, stick to your own kind if that's what you desire, but don't have this whole mindset of, oh, Turkish women are more affectionate and empathetic, they're nicer than Anglo-Saxons, Persian men are all disloyal and trash, Persian chicks are all gold diggers, Croatian women are conservative and staunch Catholics, American women are all sluts, Chinese women are obedient, and so on and so forth. An outlook even worse than that one is the thinking that there's a race barrier when it comes to attracting people. Oh, I'm only ever successful with whites, I'm only ever successful with Muslims, I only get attention from Germanic women the most, Turkic women the most, etc., etc. As a dude with a background in sales, I'm telling you to your face that if you actually believe in this other horse shit, then your perspective is weak, your worldview is weak, and most importantly of all, your approach is weak. Turks have some wonderful women in their community. They also have a lot of mean-spirited awful and generally bad women in their community. We have a lot of great women. We also have a lot of shit tier, absolutely low quality 2 out of 10 ones. There are some great conservative and traditional Slavic women out there who don't want to work, who don't want to get a higher education, and who want to be housewives, but they also have, they being the Slavs, also have purple-haired militant feminists within their ranks, too. Let's go back to that bit about Canadian women to provide some examples. Flirtation and showing interest isn't very common in Canada. Be prepared to be confused as to whether or not she's actually interested. This is absolute cap. Right off the bat, I can tell you that this isn't true. Let me provide an example. One time back in high school, I had this chick who was Persian or some other type of Iranic come up to me and tell me up front, "Hey Kayhan, hey sexy," along with, "Kayhan, I love you, will you marry me?" On another occasion, my friend who I was talking to, when she said that to me, couldn't believe what he just heard and couldn't believe my lack of a reaction to her and told me up front, "Dude, she literally just called you sexy and you're not going to make your move." I didn't make my move because I wasn't into her, but in retrospect I should have. When it comes to body counts, the more the merrier, right? Another example, my high school sweetheart, if you can call her that, kissed me in front of the entire school and told everyone that she liked me a lot, at least as a person. I was that Chad back then. That might be an aberration because she wasn't, Canadian. She was Persian and Azeri, but see what I mean? The second chick who kissed me back in high school, however, was some type of white. Another example, also from my high school era. This Russian chick would constantly say hi to me when we didn't really even know each other. We had the same social circle and group of friends, so one time when we were at Wendy's just chilling and eating our food, she literally asked me out of the blue, without any context at all, "Kayhan, how big is your dick?" In front of my peers. The question was asked so suddenly and so randomly that I had no idea what to say. So one of my friends, in quotations, just told me to say, "Big enough." On another occasion, we ran into each other outside of my house, and she looked at me with a solid, "I wanna fuck you" type of look on her face. Multiple chicks regularly complained about me not reciprocating interest. "Kayhan, why don't you say hi to us whenever you see us? Why don't you talk to us more? Why don't you respond to our Facebook DMs?" I could provide more personal examples, but we're already wandering beyond the scope of this talk. There's this dude called Rush Valizadeh, who's even written books on how to pick up women from specific countries and cultures, implying that they each have different personality traits and behaviors that are tied to their genetics and cultural underpinnings that'll determine your success or lack thereof with them. Once again, hogwash. I also saw an interview of his a long time ago on Balkan Info where he was talking about how Serbian women are more conservative and traditional. He was being a complete cap lord. Serbs aren't a monolith for reasons that I've already provided. That interview isn't even available on YouTube anymore, and that really doesn't surprise me. That's all, folks. Hope you all succeed in your romantic efforts, and I hope you all enjoy your ass getting. or ass giving, if that's how you roll. And this is where I end my dissertation. Thank you for watching.